Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Phoenix, Arizona for the 2023 VRC 8-Scale Electric Buggy World Championship right here from the Fear Farm. Our drivers, after qualifying, all lined up for that A-main grid. We are off and underway here in this one. Let these drivers get themselves sorted out here on lap number one. It's going to be Erik Bottasso starting the number one spot. He drops back to second right off the start here in this one. A lot of fantastic driving throughout qualifying. All these drivers well capable of taking a world championship win here from the Fear Farm. Baso back out front now here in this one. Lap number one, working their way around right now. I believe that's going to be Vlasic in that number 2 spot. I believe Bizor going to be in the number 3 spot. Caley in the 4. We'll see where they come around here on the line. A lot of racing left to go. A 15-minute race for these drivers before we crown our world champion here for 2023. There you can see the rest of the pack. There's Billy Caley, a familiar name from the Oval VRC Worlds here this year. So Caley heading into the off-road scene here. And right now, he is battling out for second, third, and fourth, all right there together. Fantastic battle early on here. 3 wide. Oh, big mistake there. I believe that may have been Liron Bizor as they work their way back around here. Billy Caley in the number 3 spot as he comes back through that rhythm section, going double, double, single, hugging that tight inside. Erik Bottasso going to be out front. Vlasic in the number 2 spot. Caley in the 3. Bizor in the 4 spot. Noah Hicklin in the number 5 spot, a.k.a. Nancy, running that number 5 spot. Now up into the number 4 spot for him there. 120 into this one. It is still anybody's race at this point. Liron Bizor in that number 2 spot here. He's trying to hold off Billy Caley in third. Noah Hicklin going to be right there behind him. Oh, big mistake right there for Liron. Look at this. On the outside of the step-up, lands on the tube there. Gets a bit wild. Does not need a corner marshal, though, so that saved him a little bit of time. As we drop back to the back of the pack there, here's Oliver Minier in that number 8 spot, as he's working his way around, trying to catch back up to Luke Skywalker. Walker in the number 6 spot. Back around on the right-hand side. Still a lot of racing left to go in this one. Erik Bottasso is out to a 2.2-second lead. Here's that battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth, as Billy Caley right now trying to put the pressure on. Oh, big mistake right there on the step-up for Liron Bizor as he goes upside down there. That's going to allow Billy Caley to go on by. A little slow-motion action there. So now back to the front here. Erik Bottasso down the backstretch in that pink buggy onto the right-hand side. He is checking out early on here in this one. Billy Caley still in the number 2 spot. Fantastic run here for him. There's Liron Bizor in that number 3 spot. There's Crowel in the 3 spot. Now Hicklin right there behind him in the number 4 spot. So Noah Hicklin working his way up. Luke Skywalker in the number 5 spot. Bizor in that 6 spot. Vlasic in the 7 spot. And Oliver Minier in that number 8 spot. And there you see Hicklin going to the inside there. Hicklin in the teal and white buggy. Nice line for Hicklin. Almost tripling into the corner there. Works his way ahead of Luke Skywalker down the back stretch. So Hicklin, the force is with him as he makes his way past Skywalker down the front stretch. Noah Hicklin, actually a local racer in my hometown. A young up-and-coming racer in the real-life RC racing, as well as here in the VRC World Championships. I believe this is his first time in the World Championship and making it straight to the A main. So fantastic to see Noah out there. Bottasso in the number 1 spot still. Billy Caley in that number 2 spot. Crowel in the 3. And Bottasso right now looks near flawless. Look at the line right there. Bottasso definitely got that car set up. Steps on, steps off. Back down the front stretch he goes. Bottasso still out front now, out to a 4-second lead on Billy Caley. Launches his way into the corner there. So Bottasso was your top qualifier. Worked his way up to that number 1 spot after a brief moment in second. Here we're looking at Noah Hicklin. Hicklin has worked his way all the way up to the number 3 spot in that teal. Oh, a little mistake there with Noah there on the step up. That's going to drop him back in the pack here just a bit as he heads through the triple section, working his way back up now through that rhythm section right there. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. All going to be right there together. Some fantastic racing here at the Fear Farm. Down the backstretch they go. Hicklin on a move trying to chase down Gary Crowel. So Hicklin's back up into 4th now. Hicklin dives to the inside. Crowel trying to hold that inside, not leave the door open. Back onto the left-hand side they go, up and over the step-up. Crowel in the orange and white. Hicklin in that teal and white. Oh, Hicklin bumps the inside pipe. Loses 2 positions on that one. Up and over the tabletop into the step-up there. Oh, another little mistake there for Noah Hicklin. What a save. Take a slow-mo action replay here. This one, Hicklin up and over the step-up. Just gets a bit sideways. Bounces off the pipe there. Tries to get back up on the racetrack. Spins out, but he saves it. Pin it to win it. McTwisty Donut lands it back around. He's got some catching up to do right now. Meanwhile, back out front, no idea what's happening behind him is Erik Bottasso out to a 5.7 second lead, a 33.646. Wow, Baso laying down the fast laps here in this one, and consistency. Look at the lap times there on the left-hand side of the screen. Baso just one after another. Mere tenths of a second difference between each lap. So consistency and speed on Batasso's side here in this one as he's looking for a possible world championship win. Still a lot of racing left to go, though. We're only a third of the way through this one. 5:15 in. 15-minute race here for these drivers. Bottasso looking comfortable right now out front. Here's Billy Caley in that number 2 spot. Oh, Caley getting a bit wild there off the landing. Caley dropping down into that center section here. He's going to be 1 second ahead of Bizor in that number 3 spot, I should say. Luke Skywalker in the 4 spot. Gary Crowel in the 5, Hickland in the 6, Vlasic in the 7, and Oliver Minier in that number 8 spot. As they work their way back through that center section, up and over the double there. Bizor working his way into the 3 spot, 0.5 of a second ahead of Luke Skywalker. Skywalker on the front side of the track now in the yellow buggy. He's got Gary Crowel right there behind him. Of course, we saw Gary Crowel up in the number 3 spot, so I did not see what happened to Crowel to lose 2 positions, but he is trying to fight his way back at this point. 6 minutes into this one, into the step up they go. You see Billy Caley just ahead of him. Crowel trying to stay low on the step up. That time by for Billy Caley. His fast lap is a 34.3. Last time by the line was a 34.6 for him. There is Liron Bizor. Down the backstretch he goes. 34.2 his fast lap. That time by was a 34.5. Into the step on, step off. Back down the front stretch they go. 9.2 seconds is what separates first and second. That battle right now for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, all right here together. We're watching these 3. This is going to be our closest battles on the track right now. Fast lap of the race for Gary Crowel. His personal best at 34.4 that last time by in the orange and white as he works his way through the big roller section. Into the double single. Crowel trying to dive to the inside on Skywalker. Not going to be quite close enough to make a move. Tucks to the inside just a bit. Slingshot down the backstretch. 9.5 seconds separates first. Oh, Gary Crowel. What a move right there for Crowel on Skywalker. Wheel to wheel over the double they go. Crowel's going to try and hold him off. Crowel takes over the number 4 spot. Now Skywalker tries to dive back. Not going to be quite close enough. Side by side into the step up they go. Oh, Crowel catches the inside pipe. Crowel getting lucky on that one. Bounces back on his wheels. Does not require a turn marshal. They head back into the rhythm section now, so Gary Crowel working his way back into the number 4 spot now, 5 spot, chasing down Luke Skywalker in 4th, and now that's going to be Bizor moving back into the number 5 spot. So Bizor having a rough time as well. We were looking at that slow motion replay of Crowel, and I did not see what happened to Bizor. Bizor launches it into the corner, not able to hit the inside. Crowel goes back by. 7:45 into this one, just past the halfway mark here in this 15-minute race. A great battle here, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Crowel and Bizor are going to be right there together through the roller section. They go once again into the 180, into the rhythm section now. Bizor takes the inside line, double single. Here comes Crowel, tucks back to the inside once again. Down the backstretch, they'll cross line this time by. Back to the front here, Erik Bottasso. Out front, Bottasso skimming the top of that step up there, trying to keep it low, save as many tenths of a second as he can. That time by a 34.4 for Erik Bottasso. So a new fast lap, sorry, a 33.4 it's showing there, a 33.4. So an incredibly fast lap for Bottasso. Bottasso headed that back around onto the front side of the track right now. Billy Caley in that number 2 spot. Bottasso is out to a significant lead here in this one. It's going to take quite a few mistakes or a catastrophic event for Bottasso to lose this. He is on a roll right now, looking for a possible VRC World Championship win. But again, a little less than 7 minutes to go here in this one. Billy Caley in that number 2 spot. He is 12 seconds back in the all-white buggy. Liron Bizor in that number 3 spot. Skywalker in 4th. Crowel in 5th. Hickland in 6th. Dominic Vlasic in the number 7 spot. Oliver Minier in that number 8 spot. Bizor through the roller section. Oh, bumps the inside pipe a bit. He's got Luke Skywalker right there behind him. Skywalker dives to the inside now. Luke Skywalker up into the number 3 spot. Bizor tries to take it back, launches into the pipe. Down the backstretch they go. Back around on the left-hand side here through the step on, step off. Bizor looking for the inside line on Skywalker. Down the front stretch. They got Gary Crowel right there behind him. Crowel trying to put the pressure on Bizor while he's putting the pressure on Skywalker. Look at this, 3 wide through the corner there, Skywalker. Up into the number 3 spot now. Bizor in the 4 spot. Crowel up and over the step. Oh, what a save right there. Bizor goes a bit wide. take a slow motion replay here. Bizor launching off that short tabletop, clips the top of the step up in an effort to save it, grabs a handful of throttle, launches, misses the inside of the corner there. That's going to cost him a bit of time, but now he is back in the front of this pack. Bizor back up to the number 3 spot here. Skywalker in the number 4 spot. Gary Crowel on the 5. Down the front stretch they go. 10 minutes down, 5 to go. Back onto the left-hand side of the track here in this one. Bizor turned his fastest lap of the race. 2 laps to go with a 34.097. Up and over the step up once again. Gary Crowel trying to keep it low. Dives to the inside of Luke Skywalker. Is he going to have the inside line? Skywalker trying to shut the door. Crowel makes the move. Here comes Skywalker, though. He's going to set him up at the corner. Skywalker to the inside. Billy Caley, meanwhile, down the backstretch in the number 2 spot. He is 2.5 seconds ahead of that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So Caley that time by with a 35 flat. Caley in 2nd. He's going to be 12 seconds back from your race leader right now. And as you can see, Bizor, Crowel, and Skywalker not too far back, only 1.6 seconds now. So they're starting to close the gap up on Billy Caley in the number 2 spot. As we come up on that 11-minute mark with only 4 minutes left to go. Your full running order going to be Bottasso out front. Oh, look at this. Caley coming in this rhythm section here right now. He goes double, bounces into the face, gets a bit sideways, double, what a save, clips the pipe and has to launch out to the outside of the corner just to save it there. Good save right there for Billy Caley. Meanwhile, our full running order going to be Bottasso out front, Caley in 2nd, Bizor in 3rd, Crowel, Skywalker, Vlasic, Hicklin, and Minier. And now, look at this, that little mistake right there from Billy Caley. He's got the pressure coming up behind him now from Liron Bizor. Bizor dived to the inside, the all-black buggy side by side through the roller. Bizor makes the move as they cut back to the inside. Slow motion in the double-double section here. Caley's going to move to the inside. Is it enough? Bizor, oh, big mistake right there from Liron Bizor. Puts it into the hay bale. So Billy Caley, here's another view here. Take a look at this. Bizor looks like he's got the inside line. Double, and then boom. Up and under the pipe and stuck it in the hay bale. That's going to drop him back. He's got some catching up to do now here in this one. So Billy Caley get a little bit of breathing room here as Gary Crowel going to work his way up into the 3 spot. Luke Skywalker going to be in there in the 4th. Bizor drops back to 5th now. Vlasic still in 6th. Hicklin in 7th. Minier in the number 8 spot. Here's Gary Crowel sitting in 3rd. Crowel right now going to be 0.8 of a second last time by the line from Billy Caley. Down the front or backstretch they go. 12:15 into this one. Time is winding down. Through the step on, step off. Again, this is a 15-minute race. Your race leader, Erik Bottasso, with 21 laps in the books. He's on a 27-lap pace right now. Coming up on the 12.5-minute mark, there is your race leader, Bottasso. Wow, Bottasso, a 33.440. And look at those lap times. Lap 19, a 33.5. Lap 20, a 33.9, followed by a 33.4 and a 33.8. Oh, just as I say that, Bottasso, look at the mistake here. Bottasso jumping at the inside there, catches the pipe, trying to get back up on the racetrack and rolls it over. Has to call for a corner marshal on that one. That's going to cost Bottasso some time, but I tell you what, he's been flawless this whole race. He had at one point nearly a 20-second lead, so he's got time to make a few mistakes like that. No worries for him. Billy Caley still in 2nd. Gary Crowel right here, 1.4 seconds out of that number 2 spot. Still on the podium, though. Oh, a little mistake there for Crowel. As this one's winding down, 13:15. Oh, another mistake for Gary Crowel. Here comes Luke Skywalker and Liron Bizor. Going to be right there with him as well. Here they come down the backstretch. Crowel trying to hold on to that number 3 and final podium spot as we wind this one down. Down the front stretch they go. Crowel going to be right there behind him. Skywalker, he's got Bizor behind him. Skywalker and Bizor side by side now. Skywalker in the yellow, Bizor in the all-black buggy. The orange and white of Crowel. Through the center section, up and over the tabletop, into the step-up. Crowel catches the top of it there. Bizor looking for the inside line, dives to the inside. Here comes Luke Skywalker now. What a race here in this one. 1:10 left to go. Through the double-double single section they go. Luke Skywalker dropping back now into the number 5 spot. 14 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. On to the right-hand side of the track, you can see the battle there between Crowel and Bizor for that 3rd and final podium spot here. Up and over the double. Bizor looking for the inside line. Oh, what a save right there for Bizor. Bizor clipping that outside pipe, was able to maneuver the buggy mid-air, throwing a bit of a big whip there, tucks under. Bizor right now up into the number 3 spot. Crowel drops back to 4th with less than 40 seconds to go on the race clock. Here they come back around. It's going to be close if they get one more after this one or not. This may be after they cross the line here. 30 seconds left to go. This should be their final lap. Bottasso out front, Billy Caley in 2nd. The battle for 3rd right here. Liron Bizor in the number 3 spot. Crowel in the 4, Skywalker in the 5. Here's Caley in that number 2 spot. Caley up and over the step up. 15 seconds back from Bottasso. There's Bizor. 2.4 seconds back from him with 7 seconds left on the race clock here in this one. Here they come back around. And that is going to be time. Caley looking for a second overall here. Down the back stretch he goes. Here comes Bizor. Caley's going to take second. Liron Bizor taking third and coming around for the win. Your 2023 VRC 8-scale buggy world champion, Erik Bottasso. So it's Bottasso, Caley, Bizor, your top 3.